So Yeong, last time you reported on a musical festival. Now this time you went to a much more calmer and quieter place. So where did you go?
Yes, so that's right. It was a retrospective for Seo Hee-hwan, also known as Pyeongbo, a master Hangeul calligrapher. The pieces were beautiful, and for me, the exhibition shed completely new light on Korean letters. Let's take a look together.
Geometric beauty and fluid structure, materialized in black ink. Korean calligraphy, or Hangeul Seoye, is an art form rooted in rhythm, balance, and the expressive power of the written line. Hangeul offers a unique aesthetic language of its own, one that is now being rediscovered as a distinct art form. A new retrospective at the Seoul Arts Center shines a spotlight on this very tradition through the work of a master who dedicated his entire career to breaking away from the better-known Chinese characters and elevating Hangeul calligraphy into high art. Pyeongbo Seo Hee-hwan.
Master Seo Hee-hwan's artist pseudonym, Pyeongbo, meaning to walk steadily without rest, was given by his teacher, Son Jae-hyung. It reflects the idea that even slow progress leads to mastery, as long as you don't stop.
Although he was the first artist to receive the Presidential Prize for a work of Hangeul calligraphy, his work also drew criticism for resembling his teacher's style. Seo accepted the critique and embarked on a journey to find his own voice. That journey began with the return to the roots of Hangeul. In a section titled Deep-Rooted Tree, we see how Seo turned to early printed text from the time of King Sejong. This is Seo Hee-hwan's interpretation of Worin Cheongangjigok, or Songs of the Moon's Reflection on a Thousand Rivers. Originally compiled by King Sejong, the creator of Hangeul, it's a Buddhist hymn book dedicated to his late wife, Queen Sohwan. The interpretation by Seo Hee-hwan contains around 10,000 Hangeul characters on a single folding screen. By studying the typeface-like Panbonche styles from early Joseon, Seo grounded himself in the fundamentals of Hangeul and gradually shaped a calligraphic language that was uniquely his own. He explored more artistic styles as well, like this piece where the brush naturally flows into the next character. Commemorating 30 years since Seo's passing, the exhibition runs until mid-October at the Seoul Calligraphy Art Museum Gallery, and there are also programs where visitors can try their hand at Hangeul calligraphy. This retrospective gives visitors the chance to see up front that Hangeul Seoye is more than just writing. It's visual art, where each stroke carries emotion and history.
Wow, that was a great tour to that calligraphy exhibition, because I can't remember ever having been to one of those calligraphy exhibitions. What about you, Bella?
Me neither. I haven't, looked into one of them. But after looking at your report and looking at how artistic it is, I definitely do want to visit one in the near future. So my question is now, are these exhibitions mainly to commemorate the anniversary of calligrapher's death? Well, that's part of it, but there's actually another reason that makes this exhibition especially timely. Just this past January, Hangeul calligraphy, or Hangeul Seoye, was officially designated as a national intangible cultural heritage by the Korea Heritage Service. Traditionally, when we think of brush calligraphy, Hanja or Chinese characters come to mind because that is more widely recognized. But this designation is helping people see that Hangeul calligraphy stands on its own as a unique and original form of visual art.
Well, it all sounds very interesting, but Yeong, what about people who can't read Hangeul? How can they enjoy the exhibition?
I actually had the same exact question, and thankfully, the curator I spoke to had a great answer. Let's take a listen.
I don't think foreign visitors need to focus too much on understanding the exact meaning of the Hangeul text. Instead, it might be more interesting to observe how the letters are expressed on the canvas or paper and take a closer look at each character individually.
So, as he said, whether you can read Korean or not, you can still enjoy Hangeul calligraphy as a visual art, maybe by focusing on brushstrokes, spacing, or just how each character is spaced. So you know how some people think the character Hugh looks cute because it looks like a little face with a hat? The curator even suggested picking out a single character or style that stands out to you, maybe one that feels playful, powerful, or just visually appealing.
That kind of personal connection can make the experience really memorable, especially for international visitors.
That was really a cute example of how you can picturize these letters. Well, thank you very much for today's report, and see you next time, Yayoung.
Thank you,
Thank you
Yeyoung.
so much for having me.